Hi everyone, so today I'll be reviewing my 2025 language goals and I'll also be talking to you about my 2026 language goals. So last year I set really stupidly ambitious language goals. A part of me knew that I wouldn't be able to achieve them, but that didn't really concern me that much because language learning is one of my biggest hobbies, and I learn languages just for fun. So I don't want to take away the fun out of language learning if I am forcing myself to learn a particular language just because I set that goal for the year. So that was my approach for language learning last year. These are the language goals that I set for 2025. A C1 in German, B2 in Russian, C1 in Chinese, and a B1 in French. Like for all of these languages, besides French, I already have a foundation in it. So German, before, into 2024, I was probably about B2 C1 level already. Russian, I was about a B1 level, so I really wanted to have a more solid conversational level. Chinese, I did the HSK5 in 2017, I believe, but since then I haven't really done much Chinese, unfortunately. So especially since moving from China in 2025, I've had very little contact with the language. So I really wanted to revive my Chinese level. And the French, I did actually study French in school, but I'm sure like a lot of you guys I didn't really retain much French from school. And French was actually one of my most hated subjects, so I did not enjoy French. So looking at these goals now, I can see that these are very extremely ambitious goals. And of course, I didn't achieve most of them. I did achieve some of them, but not all of them. So let's talk about German first. So German, it was my main goal for last year. I can say that I did finally achieve a C1. What was it called again? I did do the C1 exam, but I can't remember what it was called. TELC. Oh yeah. This is my certificate. I did the TELC. I forgot about it already. Yeah, I did the TELC C1 exam. So this is a TELC Deutsch C1 Hochschule exam, which means that if I ever wanted to go to university here, I could use this certificate. So I spent about 1 month preparing for the exam. And one of the hardest parts for me personally was the writing. I haven't written anything longer than an email for years, since high school. And that was a long time ago. So that was extremely challenging for me. So I did a lot of preparation for the writing. So every week I wrote 2 essays, and I got ChatGPT to check my essays. So that was extremely helpful. And the exam itself wasn't that bad. Everything was as expected, except the Sprachbausteine. That I completely bombed. I don't know what happened there. I didn't think it was that hard, but it didn't go that well. And my schriftliche Ausdruck wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good. So Hoverstein also didn't do that well there. I got a befriedigen. Yeah. So it was pretty good, but not quite good. Yeah. In the end, I was pretty happy with the results. Of course, I could have done a lot better, but it's all right. So what's my goal for 2026? Basically integrating German more in my life, asking my friends to speak to me in German, which most of them already do, and I'm very thankful for that. And just making German a bigger part of my life. And I want to read more in German. I want to read at least 1 book a month. Some German books that I would like to read. Next is Russian. So for Russian, I wanted to achieve a B2 level. And yeah, that did not go to plan, unfortunately. At the beginning of the year, I did attend a B1 course, and that was pretty good in terms of motivating me. But I honestly, I found the course a little bit boring. It was very dry, very grammar focused, and I am not really I'm not a grammar girly. And I think by the end of the course, I kind of lost motivation in studying Russian. So evidently, obviously, I didn't achieve this goal. But I did maintain my Russian level, so I think that that is good enough for me. I have like fortnightly Russian language exchanges with my friends. I also try to speak Russian with my husband. So Russian is already a part of my life, but I didn't see much improvement. Maybe a tiny, like a smidgen, a bit of like I feel more confident speaking Russian, but there is so much that I would like to do this year. And my goal, I think my goal stays the same, but I want to switch it down. I don't like for 2026. I don't want to reach a B2 level. I just want to reach like, I don't know, just a nice conversational level. Next was Mandarin Chinese. So my original plan was to visit China in September, and I was planning to spend the whole summer studying Chinese. But unfortunately, that didn't pan out. That didn't pan. Unfortunately, that didn't pan out, and my China trip got moved to this year, so to this September 2026. So I'm really, really hoping that this time it will work out. My goal for 2026 is to revive my Chinese. So I'm going to push this goal and put it in 2026 instead. Goal for French was to reach a B1 level. I don't know why I chose like B1. Like to reach a B1 level, you actually need to put in a lot of time. So that was really stupidly ambitious. And I would assess that my level is about an A1. And for comprehension, more of an A2, but it's between A1 and A2. Basically, a beginner. I'm still an extreme beginner in French. I mainly focused on comprehension, so not much speaking. I think I booked 2 italki lessons in French. I used the symbol book, and that was mainly it. And of course, various YouTube channels. So when I was in France, I managed to get a library card. That was super fun. Like I did that in French. That was a lot of guesswork, but we got there. Of course, I was ordering food in French and stuff like that. So I had a really fun time in France, just playing with the language and just trying to speak and seeing if people understand me and stuff. So that was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that. And there was like 2 other languages that I ended up studying or ended up dabbling in 2025, and that was Polish and Japanese. I really wanted to take the N4 exam. I was using Genki. I finished Genki 1, and then I was going to start Genki 2, and then I realized that like perhaps now isn't the best time to study Japanese. I'm not planning to go to Japan anytime soon, but when I know that I have a trip planned to Japan, I feel so much more motivated to study. Japanese is a language that I have been wanting to study for the longest of times. I've started studying Japanese. I don't know how many times I've started studying Japanese and then stopping it because I realized that it's not like now isn't the right time to study it. So it's okay. It's just how it is. I will be studying Japanese in a couple of years' time, I think. Yeah, there's too many languages that I want to study and not enough time. So it's okay. And the other language that I studied last year was Polish. So Polish was a surprise. I wasn't planning on studying Polish, but I went to Gdansk during the new year, and because of that, I was like, no, I have to study a little bit of Polish. I studied a tiny bit, like over maybe like over 10 days. I did about 5 hours or so. So really basic things. I've like in 2024, I bought the Assimil Polish book. I did like 1 lesson in 2024. And then I completed a couple of more lessons since then. And it was really so much fun speaking Polish. I really, really like the language. I like how it sounds. It is extremely challenging, especially the pronunciation and the grammar. So that's really it, actually. So that is my review for 2025. I think I'll do another video about how I'm planning to study all of these languages for this year. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Cześć, mam na imię Jessica, jestem z Anglii, ale mieszkam w Berlinie, teraz w Gdańsku. Okay, that'll do.